This story will sound like it is coming straight out of a movie. But I promise you, every part of it is horrifyingly true. In Karachi's elite district, a murder took place 6 months ago. The victim, Mustafa Amir, a young 23-year-old college student. The accused are not some random strangers. And this is not a simple murder case. This is a story of the dark side of Pakistan's elite. It is filled with shocking twists, and each turn reveals a new character. On January 6 this year, Mustafa Amir left his home in Karachi in the evening, but he never returned. On January 19, the issue came into spotlight in Pakistan's national media as a missing persons case. Mustafa's mother, Wajiha Amir, had filed a report and police was already looking for him. But on January 25, Mustafa's mother received a call of a ransom from a US number demanding money for Mustafa's safe return. From missing, it then becomes a kidnapping case. Hundreds of miles away then, in the hub district of Balochistan, the evidence lay in broad daylight. On January 11, 5 days after Mustafa went missing, an FIR was registered at the Dreji police station in Balochistan. The FIR mentions burning of a vehicle with a body inside the trunk. But the body was buried by a humanitarian organization under the assumption that it was abandoned. Now, Mustafa Amir's mother always suspected one person behind her son's disappearance: his friend Armagan Qureshi. On February 8, Karachi's crime branch raids Armagan's home. But a simple arrest turned into a 13-hour-long encounter. Armagan had opened fire at the police and he injured 2 officers. On February 10, police files a case against Qureshi. And then there's a breakthrough. On February 14, Karachi's Police Crime Investigation Division obtains the CCTV footage of a vehicle being taken to hub in Balochistan. Police identify the vehicle as Mustafa's car and the body as Mustafa Amir himself. Authorities then confirm it as a case of murder. After arresting Armagan, police find a link to another suspect involved. His name is Shiraz, who officials arrest soon after. Now, on February 15, Shiraz confesses before a judge about being involved in Mustafa Amir's kidnapping and murder. Now, this is where the case gets even more weird. The prime accused, Armagan, also confessed to the crime. But later in court, he takes his statement back, claiming that the police used black magic on him. Armagan then said that he did not in fact kill Mustafa. Rather, he left him to God's will. There is more. When police raided Armagan's house in February, they recovered several weapons, over 60 laptops, and reportedly discovered a network of so-called businesses that the accused ran. Now, according to the details of the case, Armagan ran a call center at his bungalow where 30 to 40 boys and girls worked. But that's not all. Police unearthed an elaborate drug network. Authorities arrested several suspects, including Sahir Hassan, son of renowned actor Sajid Hassan. Sahir confessed his involvement in buying and selling drugs. And he has also reportedly named other big names, politicians and businessmen involved in this elite drug trade. The suspect pool grows further. The investigation report identifies an Ali Khan who revealed that drugs, primarily cocaine, are smuggled into Karachi from Balochistan. He named another suspect, Shah Fahad, who allegedly operates a drug racket from the capital Islamabad with his wife. Fahad is also accused of providing drugs to Armagan, the prime murder suspect. Such a complicated, murky case. But there is one thing we have not talked about yet: the motive and how the act of murder was in fact carried out. Let's go back to the beginning of the new year. On January 1st, Armagan and Mustafa had a personal dispute. This escalated into a violent confrontation. 5 days later, on January 6, Armagan invited Shiraz to the bungalow to consume drugs together. Armagan then assaulted Mustafa with an iron rod, stripped him, bound his limbs and dragged him to Mustafa's car. The suspects took him to Balochistan's Hub district, where they arrived at around 4:30 a.m. They poured petrol on the car and set it on fire. After walking for several hours and hitching rides, the two finally made their way back to Karachi. A planned, executed, cold-blooded murder. The motive? A possible love triangle. All this crime over a girl, Marsha, who Mustafa had been in a relationship with allegedly for 4 years. A few days after Marsha was told of Mustafa's murder, she fled to the US. For now, the story is an ongoing one. On May 13, police filed an interim charge sheet before the anti-terrorism court against the two main suspects. Now, this was a month ago. The case is now moving at a snail's pace. People in Pakistan are demanding justice. Social media pages called Justice for Mustafa Amir have been gaining traction. But critics are worried that a case involving the elite and powerful of Pakistan might be buried before justice is even served.